Hello and welcome to another video. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different, I guess. Still car related, sort of. Um, Anyways, it's like the background is all like messing up over there. I don't know why. It's trying to seep in, but the software is not letting it go through. You see, it's like trying to escape. It's trying to escape. Hold on, let me see if I move this down. All right, so that's better. It's not trying to escape now because it's trying to capture the mic. So it is what it is. Okay. Well, before we begin on the topic, I want to say thank you guys again for watching the video, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff. I appreciate you. Without you, I will not grow. And if I cannot grow, what's the point of doing all this, right? Not just because for funs and giggles. Just kidding. It is for that. So we're going to be talking about destination fees on new cars are skyrocketing, and no one is eager to explain why, because it always seems to be getting more and more. And what's funny is companies that actually build their cars here, they have higher destination fees than other companies that actually import their vehicles to United States, which is kind of weird, right? If you're making your car here, shouldn't the destination be cheaper than if you were, importing it from the European countries or whatever, whether it's by like ships and then trains, etc. Yeah, so this makes no sense at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and cover this article. All right, so here we are in Car Scoops, my favorite auto blog. So destination fees have actually been getting more and more coverage lately. And I think I had another article to this one. Give me a second here. All right, I'm back. I had to put all these together. These are not all the manufacturers, but just several. There's like four, but there's way more. Anyways, so we're gonna compare and like, to me, like Jeep. Come on, 1,500 isn't Jeep built in the United States, but anyway. Someone forced to look at destination fees across the industry with some frequencies to discover that they're increasing so quickly. A recent Consumer Report study finds that destination fees across the industry have risen more than 48% in the last 10 years. The worst brand increasing fees is easily Stellantis. So Stellantis is a made-up group of the Jeep, Chrysler, and Fiat, and Peugeot, which is a French company. They all got together and merged those companies together. So now they're just one big shitty car making company. Somehow they're still surviving. People are still buying their cars. But anyway, the worst brand is Stellantis. Since 2011, destination fee for Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep vehicles nearly doubled. Ram's destination fees have risen 75%, and Jeep rose 50% in just the last 3 years. Since 2012, Fiat's destination fees have risen 114%. But you know what this tells me, though? It tells me one thing here. If we can learn anything from this article, we can learn this. To me, it seems like the cars that are selling the worst, which is Fiat, it seems like the destination has gone up. Now, why is that? You know, if you have some sense, they're trying to make profit through the destination fees. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of eBay. Anytime, before they changed their rules or whatever. So you would find a certain product that you're looking to buy, right? And the price is really, really good. But what they're going to ream you on is the freaking shipping fees. And that's something that I see here. Because Jeep, Fiat, nobody really gives a shit about Fiat, to be completely honest. Their cars don't sell. They're pieces of shit. So it makes absolutely good sense that their fees have risen 114% because nobody's going to pay for the shitty ass cars. That is why the destination fees are so high, is because they're going to make their money that way. I'm sure like shipping for them is probably like half the price, and they're just reaming you on to make more money on the vehicles. But this is just completely speculations. This is just something that I put together in my own mind for some reason. That just yeah, eBay. For some reason, that just came to my mind because I do see something similar here comparing it to that. So kind of like connect the dots together. I hope you can connect the dots too. Did you? Hmm. Anyway, moving on. Or like if you go to the car sales, if we see the sales wise and see how these cars have been selling, and it makes sense, man. They're just trying to make their money on the shipping fees for some reason, or not all of it, but I'm sure they're making a little bit profit on the shipping fees. I know they don't make profits on selling brand new cars. Most dealerships actually make more money on selling used cars comparing to new cars. There's very low margin of profit, so that's understandable. So I'm sure the manufacturer is like, what if we do this? They're not going to notice this if we do this. Nobody's gonna notice or talk about it, and it's true until now. Indeed, America's big three have been driving up the prices for the destination fees the most. In Consumer Reports research, Ford and GM both charge more than $1,100, while Stellantis charges more than $1,500 on average. Just like when I went to their website, this is a Jeep Rubicon, and they're charging $1,500 for the destination charge. Now let's go see if we can see something bigger, like a bigger vehicle, not just Jeeps. Let's see. Let's see like a Cherokee, something bigger, right? I think the Gladiator is bigger and weighs more. If the destination charge is different on that. But most manufacturers, the destination charge is usually just like across the board. They'll just charge you um, the standard on all their vehicles, regardless of which one you decide that you want to buy. Let me see. Where did I see it? Ah, I think it was specification. No, I think I went too far. Hold on a second here. I'm trying to find it. I can't remember where I went last time because I found it. But I think it's going to be the same. Hold on, let's go to summary. All right, hold on. Give me a second here. I'll be back. All right, so I was having issues, you know, getting that information. So I went ahead and just pulled it out of the window sticker, and it is $1,500. So I think that's the standard $1,500 throughout all their different vehicles that they're offering. For the large trucks, I don't know, maybe it might be like 2 grand or something ridiculous like that, but who knows, man? I'm telling you, they're trying to bust you with the old eBay trick, man. Rape you with a freaking shipping cost. Not all companies have quite so aggressive with their increases. Premium automakers surprisingly have been relatively well behaved. Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, Lincoln, Lexus, Infiniti, BMW, and Audi all increased their delivery fees by less than 20%. All of which leads to the inevitable question: why? The answer is difficult to find. When reached out to automakers, many ignored Consumer Reports questions altogether, but most responded vaguely, saying the fee was calculated as an average of what costs to send cars to dealers nationwide, so that no market is paying more than any other. As to why the prices are expanding, Ford offered it as it was because of the shift to SUVs and pickups, fewer which can fit onto transport vehicles. I guess that kind of makes sense, but how are you going to tell me that it cost $1,500 for an SUV, right? And then you're going to give me the same excuse that it costs $1,500 to ship one of your shitty ass Fiats, 500 or whatever the hell it is? Get the hell out of here. But hey, but this is Ford's perspective. They have shifted from selling cars to selling you SUVs and trucks. That's what they're focusing on. That's their main bread and butter. Bread and butter. That's what they're making all their millions and hopefully billions of sales on. Ford, still no one will offer their formula, so it can be investigated. Those answers, though they may explain some of the reasons for rapid increases, don't account for vast differences between automakers and don't explain why Audi, which has no factories in US and whose most popular vehicle is the Q5, which is the big, SUV, saw its destination fee increase just 10%, while Jeep, which produces many of its vehicles in the United States. Okay, so Jeep produces vehicles in the United States and they also produce some of them in Mexico. And Mexico is not really that far from the United States comparing to Audi, which is in freaking like Europe, and they're shipping all their cars here and then, spread around the United States to sell them or whatever. And they're charging a lot less than what Stellantis is charging you. So my thing is, like I said, it goes back to that eBay thing, man. They just want to get you without shipping fees and make a little bit more money because they know their cars aren't selling, should I say, selling. So they want to make as much money as they can from a sucker that's trying to buy their shitty cars. Anyway, has only ever produced SUVs saw fees rise 50% in the last 3 years. Indeed, Consumer Report is also calling for more transparency from the industry, which I think is a great idea. It also leads me to wonder if we're reporting on destination fees correctly. A number of outlets include destination fee in the price of new vehicles. It's a reasonable and well-intentioned tactic. Destinations fee are an inevitable part of the car's price, so why should automakers be able to quote an MSRP that's impossible to pay? But does that obscure the speed at which this pernicious price is rising, or is it the only way to keep it in check? What do you guys think? Like I said, with my opinion, I know I'm like a broken record here. You know how I feel about it. I think, I don't know. So anyway, so this is the Jeep Gladiator. They want $1,500 for the destination charge. Now you could look at the Toyota. This is the Tacoma, and the destination charge for this is about $1,000. I think it's just across the board. It's just $1,000 for all their vehicles as well. As you can see here, $1,995. And then Acura's destination charge is about $1,025, as well as Honda. Honda charges $995. Just that's across the board, regardless of which ones you take, whether you get the SUV, the CUV, or whatever the hell you want. You want the Ridgeline, the Pilot. It's $995 across the board. But don't quote me on that, okay? If I'm wrong, I apologize. I just saw one, and I saw maybe 2 or 3 cars here and there that have the same destination charge. The Type R, $995 destination charge. The BMW, this is their big one. I tried to go as big as they can go, I guess. This is an X4, and the destination charge for this is $995. So make it as you will. My own opinion, I still think that Fiat is trying to pull a fast one, and they're just trying to make a little bit more profit from their cars. But hey, that's just my take. You may have a different opinion, even though they do have some factories here as well as in Mexico. Majority of their cars is built in Mexico though, but it doesn't freaking make sense for them charging $1,500 for shipping. Anyway, this is your boy. If you enjoy the videos, make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you're lurking. As always, thank you guys very much. Without you, there is no me. Have a good one.